Woo! Come on in here, girls. Come on in
Good
here, my
morning.
glamorous
Good
girls.
morning. Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Evening.
Hello,
Good
my sisters.
Good
Hello.
morning.
hello, my glamorous
Good
girls.
afternoon.
What's going on? We are
Woo.
back. Look like we've been away on vacation. So where y'all been?
It's been
Yeah, it's been a moment or two, right?
it's been a few moments. I don't think we ever
It's,
stopped, really.
I don't know. It just, look, a lot going on. We know that much. But what can we say? We are women on the move. We making it happen, and that's where
That's
we
right.
are. I feel like we be on skates a lot of time. We just be moving and moving,
It's like next.
grooving and going and next. What's next? But look,
Yeah,
we already
keep it
know it's still a
moving.
great God day on Wyoming.
I'm
Yeah, in
Peg.
Wyoming.
I'm Peg.
I'm Linda.
I'm Charlene.
And
And
we
we
are
are
Four
Four Sisters
Sisters
Live.
Live.
And
y'all.
sometimes we
We've
got to
been
figure out
away
who
for
we
a
are,
moment or
right?
two.
I know.
Okay.
In which order?
But look, happy spring, y'all. Happy spring. You know, we just springing ourselves into action, making stuff happen. And it's just been wonderful as everybody's just out and about. And look, I just feel like, whew, so much is going on. We all still need to woosah. You know, we
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
need
we
to,
need to calm ourselves down
we
because
need,
it's a lot
whew,
going on. Lot
it's a lot going on, y'all.
in
It's a
our
lot.
lives and other folks' lives as well. It's like
It's
we're
a
kind of
lot.
taking it a little bit of everything in, and you take a deep breath every day and shake your head. That's
Yeah.
all I
I'm
can
telling
do.
you, because
What
every
to say?
day you wake up,
What Marvin say? What's going on?
what's going on?
What's going
Well, what's
on? We
going
know.
on is that we got a pack for show today. We got a great show. It's gonna be awesome. We got some good things happening. We got a lot to talk about. We got an awesome guest on our show today. I'm very excited about these women who we have going to be a part of our domestic violence segment today. This is what we talk about on every first Saturday of the month. We're talking about domestic violence, and I feel like we've been abused even as we speak. What we're going through in this country, we are abused.
She did
Yeah,
not say we're being abused.
good abuse.
Oh, I thought
Right.
I was the only
Hello,
one that felt
Connie.
that way. I feel like we're going through somebody got a divorce and we're the new wife and we're getting the risk of it. Like, man, you hate her that much. Okay.
I mean, look, there you go. Because I mean, doesn't the anthem say, "Stand beside her and guide her through the
Yeah,
light from above"? Come on, guide her. And I feel
her.
like the earth. We are the earth. We are our women. We birthed this earth. If it wasn't for us, hello, somebody.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
what the song says. Stand beside her and guide her. So her is being abused.
Her is being abused.
Her
Yes.
is being abused. Her is
Mhm.
going through some situations right now. Her
Yes.
need to be healed.
Yes.
Her need to be taken care of, and her is going through some situations where we know we are dealing with some narcissists.
Yes. A whole
We
bunch.
are dealing with some
Some fake people.
gaslighting here
And a bunch of lies. Just call it
and a
what it
bunch of
is.
lies
Bunch of lies.
and control.
Hey,
This is
Rona.
what we're dealing with.
Yes. Yes. We're
This is
dealing
how
with it.
we have to continue to keep our platform going for the conversations that we're having, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in here, share today, like, love, because I'm telling you, we got to use our platform to make sure that we are speaking truth to the power that be. We
Well,
are,
Amen.
yeah, not
Amen.
only, I mean, not only is it truth, just being able to relate and let women out there know that we hear you and we feel your pain. And it's okay to come over here, to relax and relate and also to release because it is a real thing that's happening and we're not taking it lightly. And a lot of us are saying we're not talking, especially if you work in the government, you can't talk as much because things are being censored. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you do. You got to be careful what you post. I mean, you got to be
Mhm.
careful your phone conversations. Everything
Right.
is
yeah,
being, I mean, people used to think, oh, no, that's just conspiracy. No, that is a real
It's
thing.
real.
It
It's
is so
real.
real right now. It's more evident more now than ever that you are being censored. Every phone call is being censored. If you're using AI, whatever, it's being censored, and they know everything you're doing and the next move. So we do have to be careful, but we have to let the women out here know that 4Sisters Live, we hear you and we see you. And it's not about being afraid. It's about being aware. Because one thing I learned in martial art, if you're not aware of your surroundings, then you're more likely to be the surrounded. Okay. So
Ooh.
Wow.
All
That's
right.
deep, Charlene.
Say that one more time, Charlene.
yeah,
Yes.
if you're not aware of your surroundings, you are more likely to be surrounded, pretty much. So you got to be very careful, know where you are, know who you are and whose you are. I know I'm a child of God. I also know when I walk out of that car, exactly what I got on me. Okay. Ain't necessarily got to be a gun, but I know what I have on me to protect me
Right.
Period.
That's
in my
absolutely.
surroundings. So be cognizant of that.
Absolutely.
Like and
Yes.
think about your social media like that too. When you're talking and you want to fight back with someone or say something, or
Yeah.
we know we're super intelligent. There is no need. Do not get in conversations with these people online about what such and such is doing and no name here is doing. Just go and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Pretty much. I'm telling you, I'm giving people warning. Know your surrounding, because you could be
Yeah.
next and not even know. Little innocent little innocent you with $100 in the bank could be next.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Imagine
you're right, Charlene. We have to be aware of our surroundings more now than ever. We have to understand what we should do, what we shouldn't do, what we should say, pretty much what we shouldn't say. They're censoring everything. They're trying to shut us down. They're trying to shut everybody down of who we know, who they're trying to shut down. This is why our voice, once again, on this platform is very important. Who we have on our show and what we can speak and what we can say, because we control this.
Yes.
Exactly.
We
Yes.
control this. And so that's why it's important that you all tell people about 4Sisters Live. Whatever you need for us to say, do, or represent, this is where we now could do this as women. This is why this organization, Sister for Sisters Network, that is
Network.
so wonderful about our leader, Peggy Morris, and our sister Charlene, and our
Founders and
yes, Sharon, our
everyone.
founders,
Yeah.
of course, and Alicia. These are our board members, and these are people who are got our back. So, sisters, tell another sister, tell another sister, tell another sister, tell another sister,
And tell
so that
another
we
one.
can.
wait a minute.
Well, we represent, most
Wyoming,
importantly, that we represent you.
What'd you say,
Wyoming,
Pat?
another sister is telling us to go get go get licensed to carry. Okay, so I'm going because I am pro gun. I'm sorry. I think everyone should have one, but then again, I say I don't think everyone should have one, because if you're nervous, you end up shooting your dog. Okay, like so. I'm going to need you to be on the practice range like
Donna.
every single week or something and practice self-control, because I don't want you getting in trouble and thinking you a baddie. Because my friends in Texas, they are bad A's, okay? Because they know how to, they're concealed, but they know how to control their emotions. But,
Right.
us here closer to the Macy-Dixon line, we may go off a little bit and decide we want to use that. So I want you to practice emotional intelligence and control. Yes. But go get, if you have to, if you believe in guns and your First Amendment, all the other stuff, guys, yeah, go be licensed. But I tell you, a better weapon, go get martial arts trained, okay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Charlene, it's so funny that we're talking about this, because I woke up this morning and the thing that I thought most of, our surroundings, being very careful your surroundings. And now we're talking about this. I think we need to have a show to talk about safety.
I think
Will.
so.
We'll bring on Master Scott here in the area, 7-degree black belt. I trained up under him. I'm, licensed, trainer, but prefer them to train you, because that is not what I do full time anymore. So, or at all right now. But I do think every woman should know some safety procedures, because if you have a gun, I can take your gun away from you. So I'm not afraid of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Guns mean nothing to me, because I can tell a person who can't use it, and I can tell a person who can't use a knife, like really a psycho, like there's certain things you can do to apprehend that
Sharon,
knife, that gun.
Sharon says she's afraid of a gun.
Really?
So we
Oh,
can't be afraid. Can't be
No.
afraid.
But
We have to
we
get
have to do
trained
what's
so we won't
necessary.
be afraid. That's what we have.
Yes.
Yes,
don't
yes, yes.
I wouldn't be afraid, but I would be aware. I definitely be aware of
That's
Yeah.
the key.
how
Be
you
aware.
Just being
Yeah.
aware
and be
and doing
bold, because
things.
when you're in harm's way, you do
Mhm.
get afraid. And when you're afraid, one thing about the violent person or the enemy, when he or she knows that you're afraid, they're more likely to do more harm to you. So the
Mhm.
more defensive you become, like
Yeah.
not like come and take me out, like no, your stance, your whole energy can stop an enemy because they know you're
Yes.
not about to play with them.
They
It's your
they
look.
feel the energy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's your look. Like I can look at you like this and I know you ain't gonna mess with me. Like I've seen them turn the other way. Like, oh, look at that little cute little blind girl. She ain't paying attention. I'm like, and just your whole energy, like mess around and find out. It's bigger than saying mess around and find. It's like everything in you is like, I'm ready for you today. And like because I'm a believer, I got a twofold. I'm like the blood of Jesus. And you can mess around and find out if you want to, but it'll be between you and God. And I'm just gonna get a lick in, but He got me. Okay.
Okay, so we
Go
have
ahead,
to
Go,
walk. We have to
Charlene.
walk.
Go,
We have to
Charlene.
walk as if our angels are surrounding
And
us
they
every
are. They're
day. When
here.
you walk out your door, you say, "Angels, you are at your assignment today.
Yes.
This is your
That's
assignment, angels, to watch over
Mhm.
me, protect me,
Mhm.
guide me, and make sure I go and I come back safely." So,
Yeah.
hello, somebody. That's what I say. I don't know what y'all
Yeah.
say, but I walk out the door and I say, "Angels, do your job.
Okay.
do your
Okay.
job. I like that.
Angels,
Hey,
do
Gina.
your job." So
Yeah.
anyway, we got a job to do. We got a lot going on. I'm so excited to have us back. What's going on in your world, girls? Real quick, what's happening? What's happening in your world, girls? What's going on, Peggy? What's up with you?
Peggy, what's going on?
Oh my
What's going
God.
on?
Last Saturday, we had the opportunity to attend Dr. Tashika Green's Walking in Excellence. And we honored four of our sisters, my baby sister Connie Bell, Denise Petway, Dr. Lloyd Dorsey, and our very own Dr. Linda Power was in
Yeah,
the room,
yeah,
honey.
yeah. Woo, woo, woo,
And
woo.
it was
The
so beautiful.
towel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's
Well,
going on in your world, girl, Charlene?
Oh, I'm living my best life, just like you're saying, being prepared, being aware of what's going on. And I'm preparing. I'm laying low for a couple of years, but yeah, God got this. I'm chilling. I'm just supporting my sisters and I'm watching as well as praying. But man, after these 4 years, we are better than better. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
That's what's
I
happening
think
in
the
my life.
congratulations is in order for you because you're now the new member of Sister for
Yeah.
Sisters Network, the fourth of who they did to where you have stepped in the shoes of our wonderful, illustrious leader who passed on, our angel,
Oh, yeah.
Renee
Yeah.
Starlin. You've taken Renee's place in the Four Sisters on the board. So congratulations.
Oh yeah, so that's what's
We're
happening
so
in my
proud
world
of you.
then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I am now the chair of the education committee for Sisters Network. I am a proud and happy member of this organization and super proud. And yeah, and I will be speaking next week to a group of young ladies concerning their education and just concerning their self-esteem. So that is definitely happening in April. So I'm super excited for both of those things, just my role and what's happening right now with Sisters for Sisters Network.
We're so
all
proud
right.
of you,
Yes,
Charlene.
Amen.
we are.
What's
Thank
going
you.
on in your world, girl, Lynn?
Well, everything as usual. This is that retired woman who's just Sister Network keeps busy. Y'all just keep me busy, and I'm loving it, and I am so honored. Last week I was honored with Dr. Tashika's wonderful organization, and I got this wonderful award, the Deborah C. Offer Belgian Woman of Virtue Walking in Excellence Award. I got this.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, so I am so
So
humbled
proud of you, Linda.
and just so happy to be in an organization that recognizes women and lift
Yeah.
them up And like told them at the program, hey, I'm an only child, but look at all my sisters I have and brothers
Yes.
around the world because of Sisters for Sisters Network, because of my sorority. You're not by yourself, most
Right.
importantly. So, and if you work as a team with other people, you become a part of that team. So
Yes.
that's my sisterhood. And just give everybody love and hugs, and
Yeah.
you will be honored along the way. And this is another award I
Awesome.
received.
Go ahead, Linda.
This
Go
is
ahead,
from
Liz.
certification from the executive, the office of the county executive. And I was surprised to get all these other recognitions as well. So Prince George's County and also Anne Arundel County I got an honor from them as well. So that was a big day for me. I wasn't
Yeah,
ready
last
for all
week
of
you
that.
were busy. Y'all were on the move. Y'all was making it happen.
So yes, the
Yay.
executive citation from Anne Arundel County, Maryland. So I thank everyone. I thank God for all the blessings that He's bestowed upon me through my family and
Absolutely.
friends.
Well
Absolutely.
deserving, Linda.
Thank
Very
you.
much so. You are
And
such
what
a
about
wonderful
you, Miss
person.
Wyoming? What's going on in your world?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
'cause
I
we
do
know
know
you.
that. Yeah, I know, right? Just moving around. I was traveling last weekend in Memphis. It's DC Black Broadway opening up a Memphis Black Broadway. We're going to
Are
have a
you kidding
production in
me?
Memphis coming up. So stay tuned for
Ooh,
Memphis.
Ooh.
I was last weekend out in Memphis, but over and all, I had an opportunity to be honored for the Women's Month of March by Marissa. I think I can't ever remember Bladorm. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
she
Yeah.
honored me on the OWN magazine.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We had
Beautiful.
that magazine that I was so thrilled to be a part of. Dante, do you have it? I just wanted to kind of show that I was so
Toot your horn,
happy that
honey.
she
This
chose.
is the platform to do it, okay?
This is the
Fill it
platform
up.
to do it. And the fact of the matter is, I wasn't the only person. Dr. Hattie, she was a part of
There
that
you
as well.
go.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, Dr.
Beautiful.
congratulations.
Hattie and some other ladies are part
Yeah.
of this post, the celebrating the women in March. So I was honored to be a part of that, and was on her show last Saturday as well. Part of her
Beautiful.
talking
Beautiful.
to all of us. So
Yeah.
yeah, what we are talking about is what we do here on this platform. You know, helping each other, connecting with each other, helping the sister, talking about what you're doing, showing what you're doing, and people are watching. People
Oh
are
yeah.
watching. You know,
Hmm.
thank you, Dante. People are watching, and thank you so much on that. And you just have to walk and talk and do the things that you're called to do, and walking in your purpose. So yeah.
Exactly.
So thank you for that. So that's what's happening in our world. Let's move into some other things. What's happening in our birthdays. We got some celebrations going on in birthdays. What's happening in birthdays?
Oh, you know how we do birthday, guys.
Oh,
Um, this is a new month, so that means what? We have
so
some
it's
birthdays,
new
right?
month with a bunch of
Birthdays.
birthdays.
A bunch
Yay.
of
Yes,
birthdays.
Yeah.
Happy
yes.
birthday.
It's your
Woo-hoo.
birthday. Oh,
It's that
Here we
time.
sing that
go.
song.
These are just some of the sisters in the organization that we're celebrating. Oh my God. We have Bernice Lowe. We have Cynthia, I'm going to say Kelly, but Cynthia Terry. We also have Judith Clark. We have quite a few. We got Kathy Muhammad. That's right. She's celebrating her birthday.
Yes, yes.
Um, who else do we have? Florence Champagne. We have Helena.
My
And
sister.
we have Maxine, our sister Maxine. And although she's not with us, Julie is being missed so much. She's
Yes,
not with us.
Oh yeah, Julie. Yes,
right.
yes,
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 yes, yes,
Every
yes,
time I put
yes,
my
yes.
makeup on, I think about my sister.
I miss her
I
so much. I
know.
Miss
miss
her
her so
so
much.
much.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Do you have
birthday.
a
Please
couple of
celebrate her birthday with us.
everybody? This is the Aries, celebrating the
Um,
Aries
She
season.
said it's
We
an
have two
Aries month.
lovely females we want to acknowledge. We have one of our legends in our history and our ancestor who is celebrating a birthday also. And it's Maya Angelou.
yes.
Yes.
Happy birthday,
Maya.
Maya Angelou. Yay, am I
Yay.
a woman? Still I rise.
And still I
Yeah,
rise.
still I
Yes.
rise. And we also have celebrating a birthday, Jill Scott.
All right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anybody celebrating birthdays now, you are in good company.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
yes, yes.
Celebrating a birthday, and all the relatives and cousins. If anybody you all know celebrating a birthday, please put it in our chat down and say happy birthday to you. You know it's birthday.
Happy
My
birthday.
dad, my dad, my dad,
Oh,
my dad, my
oh
dad. I
yes.
had to
Yes,
show him,
yes.
guys. I miss my dad. I lost my dad to COVID during the time of the COVID, and yeah. So I
Yes.
miss you so much, Dad. Happy birthday, happy
Happy
heavenly
birthday.
Happy heavenly
y'all.
birthday.
Rutherford Melvin. His name we call him Rufus. So happy,
Rufus.
happy
Rufus,
birthday.
Rufus. You're
All
all
right.
right.
So yeah.
Mm.
So we have some other things that we need to talk about as well. We want to acknowledge this is the 57th year of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. I think I was 10 years old, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Mm.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 10
Mm.
years old. And April 4th, yesterday. But his dream still lives.
Yes,
His
indeed.
dream is
Yes.
still alive. We're still moving forward, still making things happen. And by the way, of the Senator Cory Booker is really keeping all of the senators, all those who are on the Hill that has that voice, that have the opportunity to still speak up for people who can't speak for themselves. Who
Oh,
aren't
Represent.
able.
absolutely. He did
Yes.
an
Yes,
amazing
and we
job
want
this
to give
week.
us. Would you say, Charlene?
Yeah, he did an amazing job. I mean, he made history, and that's what we're going to need to come back, guys. We're still in a civil rights movement as we
Mhm.
speak. It's so funny. I mean, think about it, 40, 60 years, and we're right back to square
Square
one.
one.
Oh
Yep.
my
Isn't
God.
that something to think about? I want us to acknowledge and salute Senator Cory
Cory
Booker
Booker.
just to hear a little piece of what he shared this week, which was so awesome. It was so wonderful. And I think that he is one that's always been about the people. He's been here for the people, but he just took a real
Mm-hmm.
bold stand the other day. So let's hear just a little piece of what he was saying on the other day. Yeah, 25 hours. That's a long time, unbelievable.
That's a long time. The
It is.
longest. He set the record.
And he
set
didn't
the
even make it
record
to the
straight.
restroom.
Yes, he did.
Set it straight.
Here we go.
Moment again. It's the moral moment again. When is it going to be enough? My voice is inadequate. My efforts today are inadequate to stop what they're trying to do. But we, the people, are powerful. We are strong. We have changed history. We have bent the arc of the moral universe. And now is that moral moment again. It's the moral moment again. When is it going to be enough?
Yeah.
My
When
voice
is
is
it?
inadequate. My
That's the
efforts
question.
today.
Thank you, Dante.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Senator.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
On 4Sisters Live and all the sisters around. Let's put a hearts up for him. Put a heart up for him in our chat. Please put a heart up for him in our chat.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
it's a lot to say and to do about that. And it's just it's a movement, guys. We're in a
Yes, it is.
movement. We're in a movement, and I'm glad we're a part of this opportunity to be up in the movement, doing what we need to do again to speak to the things that we need to speak to and who we need to speak for. And look, I know they have this thing downtown now. Is the what? Hands off.
Hands
Dante,
off.
is there a new? Can we just peep in? Can we
Yeah,
just
let's
peep
peep
in just
in.
before we move on? Let's peep in and see what's happening on the hands off and what's
Yeah,
going on. with
so
that.
while we're peeping in, so hands off, their core principle is concerning what's happening with the administration and putting their hands on our money and our jobs. And their core principle behind this is committed to nonviolent, like Martin Luther King. And they want all participants to remember that. Do not seek any violence, de-escalate it, and just remember that we're trying to act lawful here. Here we go.
This is live.
Well, well, okay. Well,
Downtown.
we
This
got
is
our
so
we got
good.
our orders is what to do. We doing it right here in our seat in our house, and we still
Sing
fighting.
the song, Wyoming. Sing the song. They told us not to come down.
Sit your
got
ass down.
I'm
See,
so
they-
proud of
they
them.
salute you,
Shout
Why?
out to them.
What'd you say?
They salute you
They salute
for singing.
Hands
I
off.
agree with y'all.
Hands
Hands
off.
off.
Thank you, guys. Y'all send some hearts out there
Y'all
for
keep it
them.
moving.
They're
Keep it
doing
moving.
this for us, okay? Black women, Black people, because they already realize that we're not doing it. It's our day off, and they're out there handling things for us. I'm so proud of you.
Amen.
Thank you.
So we moving right along. But yeah,
Moving
as it
right along.
relates to what we're talking about today, and this is part of it, you know, how we're speaking again about domestic violence, abuse, what we're going through in this country, what we need to address as it relates to that. And it's not only domestic violence we're dealing with as far as today, but actually this month is Sexual Assault Awareness Prevention Month. April
Yes,
is
it
sexual
is.
assault. It is, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So we are in a position to really, again, bring on ladies like who we're going to be bringing on now. Nicole Brittany. We have Dr. Marty, who she's going to speak on Ungun. So we want to start bridging in what's happening even with that. What is Ungun? We've been talking about Dr. Marty, bringing her on, saying what's happening with Ungun. And we need today, today we're going to have her to have two of her clients, two of her counselors who's going to be speaking about how they experience Ungun and what it's about. And we're going to be doing more of these, bring on those who she has been working with and helped as it relates to the trauma, because we all are dealing with trauma right now. We all are dealing with trauma. We all need to be dealing with some things that need to be undone. So Dr. Marty's going to come on shortly. It's going to talk to us about that. But before we have her to come on with the two ladies who we're excited to have, who is Tyra Buchanan and Latima Berry Hill. So they're going to be coming on shortly. But for now, we're going to introduce to you all, ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Brittany. Come on in, Nicole. This is another sister that we've adopted to have on our look in our organization. We're so happy to have you. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Peggy, this is your honor. You're honored to introduce Nicole at this time.
Well, to be honest with you, this is the first opportunity that I had a chance to meet Nicole. We already claimed her. She is part of us. Let me introduce Nicole. Nicole is actually an author, empowerment coach, and the founder of Uncovering Your Power, a service-driven business dedicated to empowering survivors of abuse through speaking engagement and coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, I am loving this. Nicole, take a moment, come in, share with us who you are and what you do.
Yes, indeed. And first, I just want to say hello to everyone. Good morning or good afternoon at this point. Thank you all for having me. I've already been fed so much from the conversation and all the celebrations and just the realness that you all are kind of discussing here today. But yes, you introduced it quite well. I am Nicole Brittany. I'm a coach.
What did we lose her?
Okay.
Oh, there
You
she
there,
is.
you good.
There you are.
Am I
Yeah.
here?
You're
Yeah.
here. Yes.
All right. I'm going to
Okay.
start over.
Okay.
But yes, no, I had said thank you so much for having me. I'm an author, an empowerment coach. I am dedicated to the purpose of uplifting survivors of abuse and trauma. And I do this through my practice, Self Mastery Academy for Survivors, and through my many books. And I'm a writer. I write daily on issues of domestic violence, issues of overcoming trauma, abuse, and just uplifting ourselves, increasing confidence, being able to professionally develop and just grow past some of the situations and difficulties that life has put us in, to truly just show ourselves, show up as our best selves.
That's awesome.
Beautiful,
so you have a
beautiful,
book as an
beautiful.
author. We want you to share with us some of the things you are doing in the community and how you're helping, women as well as probably some families as well.
Yes, indeed. And we are trying to grow this practice. So I began my coaching business in 2023. So initially, I'll take us back to my first book, Uncovering Your Power, the guidebook to escaping emotional and physical abuse. And I wrote this book because I am a survivor of abuse. And I went through just a really difficult time having multiple situations and relationships that were dealing with abuse. So what happened in my life is I had to break this cycle. And if anyone has been through an abusive cycle within their lives, it takes a lot of self-work that you have to do in order to rebuild your life and to be able to move past going through these situations of abuse and to a more thriving, the life that you want to see for yourself. So when I went through my experience, the biggest thing was the isolation that came from that experience and having to rebuild my life on my own. So I remember thinking to myself, I wish that someone would come in and help. I wish that I could just read something or have some sort of resource to get myself out of this. I am tired of going back. I'm tired of the ups and downs. So this elevated not only my first book, Uncovering Your Power, this also began to elevate me into wanting to come into this space and offer value, to offer mentorship to women who have went through this experience, to help them to see their strengths, to find their voice again, and to build the life that they really want to live that is separate from anything that they went through with that traumatic past and that sort of thing.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Do we have any questions for Nicole?
Based on your first book, tell us what pushed you the most. Who was that person that really helped to motivate you to start this journey, to get away?
Yeah. I would have to say, to be honest with you, because I was so isolated from my experience, and this is why we established Self-Mastery Academy for Survivors, because I truly believe that survivors of abuse should not be trying to rebuild their lives on their own, but more often than not, we are. So this amazing thing about it is throughout my journey, because I was so isolated, I really had to go within myself and I really had to uncover what my goals were, what my strengths were, and what my vulnerabilities were from all of the experiences that I had gone through. Not only with romantic partner abuse, but also having grown up in an abusive childhood and just really wanting to rebuild my life. So I didn't have actually at that time a mentor. And that's what I wanted the most. Now I have stepped into life now as an entrepreneur and as a professional in corporate America. I have had mentors that have been pivotal to my journey. And that is why I position myself as a life coach and as a mentor, because I know the value of being able to have a cheerleader, a coach, an accountability partner in your corner, helping to see you through the process that you have for yourself and what's necessary for you to grow.
Yes. Thank
Wow,
you.
this is
we all
so
need
powerful.
someone.
All right, this is very powerful. Can I ask something that maybe this will help another young lady? At what age were you when you experienced your first physical abuse with your partner?
I was in my young 20s. And I will say I've had, I haven't had very many relationships, but I had some good ones and I had some bad ones. And of course, like anything, the bad stands out a lot more sometimes than the good. But first relationship in my young 20s, 20, 21, 22 was abusive. And then my most pivotal experiences with abuse happened around 24, 25. I left the cycle of abuse at 27 years old. So it took some time. And that's what I mean about most people that have gone through an abusive relationship. It's not an isolated event. We tend to attract sometimes certain types of lovers, and until you really do that work on yourself to say, hey, I'm not going to invite this into my life anymore, it does become something that you kind of have to work through from experience.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And being that you were in your 20s, I guess that kind of didn't help that you came from that abusive home situation and you saw that and probably thought that was normal. Are you now mentoring other young ladies in their 20s about some of the things that you experienced? And then how do they take that on? Like, have you seen them shift immediately or based off of your coaching?
Yes, indeed. And I would say the Self Mastery Academy for Survivors, it is geared towards 18 to 35-year-old women. All right. This is millennials and that generation right before that as well. And I do this because this is my generation. This is, where I'm coming from. I know the experiences. Professionally, I'm coming from an ed tech background with over 10 years of director related experience in ed tech. And what I'm seeing more often than not with a lot of the women that I mentor and speak to, they have goals and they have ambitions. And it's not that they can't reach their goals. It's just that more often than not, they don't believe in themselves to be able to get there. And they don't have the confidence that is needed to authoritatively say, I am going to go after this promotion because I deserve it. I have earned it. And especially when we're dealing with women who have gone through trauma and gone through abusive situations, more often than not, this lack of self-worth, this, having to rebuild your confidence, having to understand and reinvest in the goals that you left behind, because more often than not, you've been consumed with the situation that you have at hand. All right. So I will say, it's not a one and done. It's not an easy process. Anyone who has gone through abuse and who has really made it and continued to rebuild their lives in the way that they see fit, you're going to ask them how they did it. And they're going to say, I did the work and it was hard work. So I help women to go through that process of doing the work, but it is not, you can't go through 1, 2, 3 week sessions and, oh, I'm fixed, I'm good. For some people, this is a lifetime journey,
Exactly.
Yes.
trauma.
Yes.
It really is. This is a great segue into us bringing in Dr. Marty and her ladies to talk about trauma and how the things that you're dealing with in your life and how it's not a one and done, but it's a daily walk as you move forward in your healing process, if you will. So I want us to bring in Dr. Martin. I want her to introduce the video that we have that she's been talking about, that she did such an awesome yeoman's job. You always out there being that shero girl.
Thank you.
Yes,
It's always so good to be here.
So good to see you, Dr. Marty.
Yes.
Good to see you, Dr. Martin.
Welcome.
Thank you
You've
so
been
much.
doing some great work. We're doing some great work. Believe it or not, I want to say this quickly. We've been doing some great work. Do you believe today is the third week that we were out in New York in Times Square? We had that billboard today. It's the third week. How time flies.
Yes.
Look at us. There we are.
Yes.
Wow, there we go. And there we was.
Yes.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Here
You
we
know
are.
Me.
Yes,
That's right. I'm going to jump right into it because I know time is of the essence, but I just want to say that billboard represents it just really, it set us apart from a lot of things that's happening right now. It marked history. And it shows you that when we come together as women to empower other women, other people, because there were men that was in that room that was empowered. Come on, you all. This was for the United Nations. We put for the United Nations, making history. And when I think about those that are on the grounds right now that's out there doing that, they're doing the work of how the United Nations come together. There are people on that lawn out there fighting for us right now because we've been fighting for this Black village for a long time, right? So now we need somebody else to fight for this Black village, but it takes all of us together. So I'm excited about that. But before I go into what I come to say today, Nicole, please make sure, sister, that you and I connect, because really I don't even have to explain Ungun because you just did it in the process and the method that you have also created. What I want people to know is that there's no such thing as competition if you believe in completion. You and I working together will help to complete this work that needs to be done in this particular area of trauma, right? And healing. We can complete something. There will never be a competition between us, but us coming together will be powerful. So I'm excited to chat with you offline. You are amazing.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm clapping it up for you right now. Amazing.
Yes.
But let me clear this right now, Marty.
Mhm.
I got her first, okay?
Uh-oh.
and you know what, Peggy?
Uh-oh.
You know what I love about it? I know that if I need her, all I got to do is come through you, because what we do, you guys, when we do it in proper order, that's important. We don't talk about this too much, but I think it's important to say this right now. If we have to do things in order and decency,
Mhm.
it has to be done right. It's not giving somebody more power than the next or what have you.
No.
But we have to learn to start respecting each other's platforms and our businesses and how we do things. So Peggy, you are right. You will sit in on that first meeting with me and Nicole, and we're going to build something so big, and we continue to build this thing together. So I'm excited about it. All
There
right.
you go, my sister.
Yeah. Now, where my nephew at? Nephew, go ahead and run this video, because it's going to speak for itself as the type of Ungun Institute does.
While driving, her fight, though, has not ended there. She was driving a rental car,
up. We got the
and
video.
when she tried to rent another, she was refused.
And with no way to
Start
get
from the
to
beginning,
work, her
Dante.
future was
We're going to start it
uncertain.
over. That's all right. There we go.
There we go.
This is in St. Louis, Missouri, for those who are watching. This just took place 2 days ago.
Oh,
We got a
fresh.
call about this young lady. As Dante is setting that up and starting it over, I got a call about this young lady from a good sister friend of mine who says, you couldn't have possibly, Dr. Marty, heard what happened to this young lady. Can you please reach out to her and see what can be done? And this is the work on done.
And when she tried to rent another, she was refused.
And with no way to get to work, her future was uncertain. But as Fox 2's Kelly Hoskin tells us, that all changed when someone stepped in to help.
So this is gonna blow your mind.
Arnetta Thurman is getting a second chance at life. Only 2 months ago, police say she was shot in the face as she merged onto Interstate 70 in North St.
Mm.
Is it freezing?
Yeah, it looks like it's freezing.
Okay, we're going to go ahead for the sake of time. Let's go ahead and take the video down, and I'm just going to tell you about the rest. And please go to my page, Marty K. Casey. I'm on Facebook, and you can find it there. It is trending. It is really, this story is blowing up everywhere. Why? Because trauma has no race, face, or place. This young lady was coming from work, works a night shift, taking a co-worker home. We're going to take it down, nephew. Well, if you all can hear my voice, so she was.
We can hear you.
Okay, she was working a night shift, taking a co-worker home, and as she was driving on the highway, she got hit by stray bullets. Not just one, several bullets hit her car, but one caught her in the face, and she's right now still dealing with that mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. When I went to see about her, I sat down with her to find out trauma. What I call trauma tracing through Ungun Institute is what I created, a method called trauma tracing. As I trauma traced, I had to get to the root cause of what could continue this domino effect of the trauma if we did not fix that root cause, address that root cause. The root cause was transportation for her. She's a single mother with a 9-year-old that she needs to get back to school. She also is the caretaker for her grandmother who's dying of cancer. She needs to get her to the doctors, and she has to get to work in order to take care of the household. So she needed a vehicle.
Yes.
This is where I stepped in to help to disarm the trauma. And when I step on the scene, when Ungun Institute coaches come in, we assess within 72 hours to begin to turn that around. I'm not sure why we're not on the screen yet, but as that happened, I began to fundraise, and we were able to find her a car, get this young lady into a vehicle who now is able to take herself to the doctor,
Oh, that's
her
awesome.
grandmother to the doctor, her son to school, and she goes to work.
That
Just
is
because
awesome.
we turned it around emotionally. I want you to think about trauma and how it attacks the body. It attacks you mentally, and the
Mhm.
mind tells the body what to do. How can her body heal from the gunshot wound if we do not apply medicine to her mentally?
Mhm.
So mentally, by being able to assess where the real issue was of how the domino effect would have taken her out, we were able
Mm.
to turn that around in real time. She is able to chew food because we were able to get her that card when she could not even open her mouth wide enough to chew food. She had
Mm.
been on liquids since this happened on February 10th. Just
Wow.
yesterday, she was able to chew food because
Okay.
the mind was unlocked to unlock the body muscles to begin to work for her again. Come on, sense memory.
Just
Come on,
trauma. That was trauma. That was trauma.
trauma. That's
Yes.
trauma. So
Mhm.
when we say ungun, we're ungunning the triggers that individuals still react to when something traumatic has happened in their life, and then they're triggered and it sets them back. It puts them back out of order. It's like a clock moving backwards. We
Mm.
turn it around. You think about the
Mm.
word trauma, Trauma. Okay, that is trauma. The first three letters of trauma is art backwards. Trauma
Yeah.
is art backwards. Turn it around so that you can tap into your own giftings, your own natural gifts and talents, which is your art,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
very thing that God has given you. You're born with your medicine. You just
Mm.
have to have help in order to tap into it. So with that being said, come on in here, Latina. Latina, I
Latina
need Latina speak first. Latina is
and
my
Tyra. Let's bring both of them in. Let's bring both of them in at the
Tyra,
same time.
come on.
Tyra
Yeah.
and
So
Latina.
this real quick. This is Latina, who's a business coach for Ungun Institute, has been with me for years now. Both Latina and Tyra were actually sent to me, and so that they can be ungunned and unlock some of their trauma, so that they can be great in what they do. When I tell you these two women are powerhouses in their own right, Latina is truly a powerhouse business coach, and Tyra is a powerhouse in real estate here in St. Louis. Top of the game, you all. We could not have these ladies being bogged down with trauma. And again, they didn't know what was going to hit them and when it was going to hit them. But what they also didn't know, which is what Nicole spoke about before, when Nicole was going through what she was going through, she said, I didn't have resources. I didn't know where to turn to and how to help myself. And that is the reason that Ungun Institute's been created, so we can deliver this to as many people as we can. Latina, you have the floor.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Um, Ungun. Let's talk about my experience. So I remember the silence, the not just the silence like in the room, but the silence that was within me. The day we lost our son, everything changed. Like time didn't just stop; it broke. I remember walking around carrying a weight that I could not name, like smiling when I had to, functioning when I must, but inside I was just shattered. And I was introduced to Dr. Marty. I was guarded, unsure, full of pain. But the day we met, I realized healing didn't mean forgetting. It meant learning how to breathe again, live again, and most importantly, to actually feel again. Um, that was really the beginning of my journey. The day I met Dr. Marty, I, it was a journey I never asked for, but it was one that gave me my life back. Dr. Marty and Ungun Institute has been truly a godsend. Like Dr. Marty's unique approach was impactful from day one. She has, again, truly been a godsend. She saw beneath like the grief and the numbness, the pain that I felt was truly unbearable. And her peace, or the peace of just the presence that she brought, the discernment that she had, she didn't just help me cope, but she helped me get to the root of the problem and provided tools that I still use today. And so Ungun Institute and the program itself has been extremely instrumental in my healing and has given me the strength to actually be here today and be able to actually speak to it, not as someone who has gotten over it, because I'll never get over losing him. But as someone who knows now how to carry it with grace and not allow the grief to carry me, I believe in Ungun Institute and what Dr. Marty has built so much that I joined the team, and I am a coach, and I will scream it to the mountaintop because I believe in it. It has truly changed my life and many within my family, their lives as well. So yes, that is my experience.
Awesome testimony. Thank you, Latina.
Yes.
Latina,
Yes.
wow. Tyra.
Thank you.
Hi, Tara.
Hi, great day. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Dr. Marty, for your gift and everything that you do. Listening to you ladies, I can relate to so many different areas that you spoke about today. And I want to share, my experience with Dr. Marty when a situation kind of came fairly close to home, when you're threatening, one with gun violence, it triggers so many different emotions. And for me, being partnered with Dr. Marty, it allowed me to identify my trauma bullet, which actually went back to years of when my brother, who was unfortunately murdered by gun violence in a drive-by, wrong place, wrong time. And so here we are, fast forward more than 20 years later. Dr. Marty was actually able to, through her Ungun Institute, walk, me through that process through art that my brother was that bullet. So here we are today. It was, a weight that was lifted. However, just being the only one that looked like me today in corporate America, dealing with trauma is still there. So as I shared with Dr. Marty, and just preparing for, not really preparing for this call, but just in conversation, I still have to remind myself oftentimes through traumatic situations to stop, to breathe, and then to think. So thank you, Dr. Marty, for the strategy. Thank you for not only just being a true sister, a friend, a mentor, a coach, and just being there. We have prayed together, cried together, even partied together. So I thank you.
Well, my name is Marty and it rhymes with party. So I'm always prepared for that. We will cry on the dance floor with boots on the ground. You hear me?
So now you understand why we love you so much, Marty.
Yes.
We love you so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what, ladies? This goes to show you that this is not discriminatory. It doesn't discriminate your age, your position, your color, who you are, what you do. Trauma and life happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It doesn't matter what your title is or any of that. And it's so many of us walking around having these things that we need to be tapped into, Dr. Marty, if you will, and show that we are human. We're human.
That's right. That's right. And this is the most important part to everybody. I don't care who's watching. And as you share this video, which I know you will, share this. This is a tool within itself. While this show in this platform is a tool. So even if you're watching today and you feel like, well, this doesn't really apply to me, it may apply to somebody you connected to. Share this information. Save a life. Okay.
Yes.
I want to say trauma is transferable, and so is healing. So I want you to stop right now and ask yourself, are you still as a mother, as a grandmother, as an auntie? Are you still transferring the trauma that you dealt with from your childhood, or are you healed from it? See, I'm gonna tell you, I was not a healed mother, but I'm a healed grandmother. I'm a better grandmother than I can ever have been a mother, because I had to get the healing first in order for me to be who I am today. We gotta quit being hostage to our situations or what have you.
Yes.
You break free and you get out. You don't keep going back where you've been bound. You be better. You stand up and say, you know what, that did happen to me, but it ain't who I am. This is who I am today. I am set free. I'm moving forward. Quit looking backwards. You can't do nothing about your past. You only have the opportunity to make a change right now in this moment, so you can be better in your future.
Oh, come
Amen.
on, somebody.
Amen.
All right.
That's
Ooh.
good, Mike.
I love it. Dr. Marty, you are a healer, and within itself, like just the gift that you bring to the audience here and to even our organization.
Yes.
You said one thing, you said that trauma is transferable. And ever since I've heard you say it before and you told me the story, but after we left New York, the UN, I was able to share that story to allow people to know how impactful trauma was. And your story was about your brother and how it affected your hearing and a lot of other things that happened to you. I can't wait for us to have you on one of our retreats and talk about this in depth, and people go deeper with you and Latrina and the other young ladies. Latina, and yeah, other ladies. I'm so happy that you are here to teaching us that people think it is about a gun. Well, it is the guns that you carry around mentally and the physical one.
That's
so
right.
Thank you.
You know why? You know why a physical gun is even something we're turning to today, because we are in search of false power. But I want you to know the power is inside of you. You don't. It's you don't have to carry. Now I believe in, hey, protect yourself at all costs. Do what you got to do to protect yourself and your family. But I want you to know this: the power that you really need is the power of your belief system. I serve a God. I serve a God that's so big they can do all things but fail. And so therefore, no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. I don't care if you got a gun, a knife, a car, whatever you choose to do to try to weaponize me, it will and shall not prosper. That's number one. But a lot of times people are picking up a physical gun because they don't know how to communicate in the midst of their trauma being real. They don't know how to de-escalate a problem because they run from their problems. But I want you to go ahead and face your problems, stand before those that are trying to take you down, and let them know who you are, whose you are, and why you are. When you know that for yourself, you are the weapon.
Woo.
That's right.
Say it again.
Come on now.
Say it again.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish we had more time to make this continuation that we do, but you know, our show is like, we always try to cry. I love all of this. We're going to look. This is not going to be the last time we do a continuation. We're going to do this again.
You know it.
We're going to bring on some more people to show the healing process of this, because, ladies and gentlemen, it works.
It works.
These ladies that you see before you, Tima and Tyra, they are living witnesses that ungun works. The process of their experience works. People cannot walk away from their trauma of dealing with someone that they lost a traumatic way. Ungun works, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you all to reach out to Dr. Marty so that you can be able to speak with her offline, get to know her, get to know Nicole Brittany as well, so that you can be able to talk to our sisters about what you are going through. We got each other's back, and we must stay connected, everybody.
Yes.
This is what we're
Absolutely.
doing.
We must work together.
We must work together. Just
So,
to find out before we lose out, does Nicole have anything that's upcoming, and Marty, do they have anything that's upcoming? Nicole?
Yeah, no, I don't. Some of the speaking engagements I have are later down the road, but I am launching a new book. It's in the fall, but keep a lookout for it. This is The Love That Changed Me, an ode to my spiritual awakening. So it kind of goes a little bit more in depth into the spiritual side of my life. So I'm very excited about that. Beautiful. And we'll be releasing more. Yeah.
And tell everybody your website right quick, Nicole, so they can check you out on the website. Or you can put it in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat. And it's www.uncoveringyourpower.com. So definitely connect with me on there. I would love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Dr. Martin, how can they reach you?
They can reach me at unguninstitute.com. They can also call 314-518-5508. That's 314-518-5508. And what I have coming up, I'm on tour with 4Sisters Live. We coming to a city near you. Get in contact with us and let us come and be that jam in your city. And let us help to heal the people around you in your home, your community, and all around this world. You want better, you got to be better. Start with us. Bring us on in so we can help you.
All right.
Thank you. Go ahead, y'all. Thank you all so much. We'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So before we leave quickly, we're going to do our hot picks. We got some stuff happening. We're going to do our hot picks. Go ahead, Peggy. You take us out. Go ahead, girl. What we got?
Well, believe it or not, I was going to bypass on the hot picks. I wanted to really spotlight a business. This is going to be something new, guys.
Okay.
We want to be able to take the opportunity to spotlight business owners, our sisters in our network, and women outside of our network. And so we're going to kickstart this time around with Laris Bernard. Let me bring her picture up so you know who I am. There we go. Thank you, Dante.
All right.
Yes, Laris Bernard. She is the Business Owner of the Week for Sisters for Sisters Network. Laris is the CEO of Laris Media, an award-winning public relations and marketing firm of communication strategy, digital marketing, and media relations that help clients grow their businesses while fulfilling their purposes and impacting lives. Let's salute Laris Bernard. Congratulations, Laris. And let me share this on the final note. On the fourth Saturday of this month, we will honor 4 sisters who have a business within the network because we want to be able to expose and celebrate our sisters. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
So great. That's awesome, Peggy. So you didn't want to do the hot picks and show quickly what's going on?
Oh, okay. Do we have the time?
No.
Yeah, we got 2 seconds.
We
Go
got
ahead.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. 1, 2, hit it. Now go ahead. Show them. You can show them. Go ahead. Yeah, this
There we go. Okay, this is a Healthy Thursday wellness workshop that is presented through Sisters for Sisters Network and our Health and Wellness Initiative. It's scheduled April the 11th. If you go to our website, which is Sisters, the number 4, sistersnetwork.org, you'll see the flyer. I don't want to go into all the details, but it's actually Friday, April the 11th at 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Awesome.
And guess what? Guess who the presenter is going to be?
Who?
Alicia Pryor.
You?
All right.
No. Alicia Pryor.
Oh, yeah, Alicia. Absolutely. Yeah, go, girl.
Yes. Dante,
Yes.
can we get the second one? Okay, this one is a mother and daughter summit. It is scheduled April the 12th, which is a Saturday from 8:30 to 4 p.m. Take a look at this. This is powerful stuff. Finally, we're being able to connect with the mothers and daughters. If you go to our website, you'll see the flyer and you can also see the QR code so that you can connect with these folks. Okay?
All right.
Great job. Thank you, guys.
Yes. And so we have next week is our health and wellness week. Who do we have next week? Anybody can tell me who we got next week?
Next week, we'll have a young lady who's been on our show before, and that's Diane Powell. She's my sister. My sister that I don't have. But anyway, she's one of our sisters. She's an actress. She's a director, and she's a writer. And as you remember, she's had other plays. So she's going to bring to us another one of her plays that's coming up soon that has to do with health and wellness. Stay tuned.
Yes, that's exciting. Well, this has been a great day, exciting day. It's been awesome. Charlene, thank you so much. You always smiling, bright, moving. Thank you, Peg. Thank you, Lynn. Love you all for watching today. But it's been a great day. What
Wonderful
time?
show, y'all.
Yes,
The show
it's been a great time. So what time is it, y'all? It's
Time for us to go.
Time for you to walk
in your
in your
purpose
purpose and
prosperity.
Thank you all for watching. We love you. Come back now. You hear? All